I grew up in a military academy, uh, and I joined the reserves at 18. And even though I went to college and got my degree and all that, uh, just what I love to do, being a soldier. I was in patrol in Iraq. Our convoy was hit by an EFP. I guess the last way I felt like something hit me with a bat. After we started moving again, I don't remember nothing until I'm getting pulled out of the vehicle on a stretcher.
That was June 29th, 2009. Before that day, Sergeant Victor Medina was a different man. He was fluid, graceful. He never stuttered.
Hola.
Hola.
Hoy es 27 de mayo.
27 de mayo.
2 días para nuestra boda.
2 días para nuestro aniversario.
Pero, ¿verdad? Nuestro aniversario.
But after the explosion, he couldn't think straight.
Before this, I was on point. I was in charge of from 45 to 60 soldiers. And my first time told me he would give me instructions, and I just simply forget about them.
After the explosion, Medina started having blinding headaches. He says he kept going to the doctor at his base in Iraq. He told him his brain wasn't working right, and the doctor kept giving him Tylenol.
And I do remember one morning, I couldn't get out of bed, so I was just shaking.
Medina Skyped his wife a week after the explosion. Roxana was stunned at what she saw. The left side of her husband's face was drooping. He was slurring his words. Roxana made a fuss back at Fort Bliss in Texas. And 6 weeks later, Medina went home. Medina and Roxana used to do Sudoku puzzles together every night in bed, the advanced versions. Now he struggles to figure out the beginners. Before the explosion, he and Roxana skied together. They roamed the back roads on motorcycles. But Medina can't do that anymore because he can't balance.
Before I had photographic memory, I would remember anything. And now I got to write everything down. I used to do the yard at home, wash my car, but last time I tried to wash my car by myself, it messes me up for about, a week with a headache that wouldn't go away.
Medina went to the Army neurologist, the top brain specialist at Fort Bliss, and the doctor told Medina his main problems were headaches and stress.
What's up with my memory, my concentration, my attention? You know, does that has to do with my migraines too? Sometimes I think it probably would have been easier to have a leg blown off. Probably they could sit.
After his appointment with a neurologist, Medina started to wonder if he was going crazy. But Roxana kept fighting. She wrote his officers. She wrote generals at the Pentagon. She wrote Congress. She warned the commanders at Fort Bliss are not giving my husband the rehabilitation he needs. And her barrage paid off. Commanders finally sent Medina to a private rehabilitation clinic. It's called Mentis. The doctors there say Medina's main problem isn't headaches. He has a traumatic brain injury from the explosion. Medina says he's finally getting great care.
We can give Fort Bliss 3, and Mentis I will give him a 10. They're concerned in getting better. I have made some progress. At the beginning, I couldn't even read a paragraph. I would try to go back and I couldn't remember what I had read. Now I'm about a page or so. And now all but because they care.
The staff at Mentis say that Medina has been making progress since he started coming here. They work at least 15 hours every week. They're teaching him new ways to think and focus and remember. They're teaching him new ways to keep his balance and to speak. So Medina and Roxana don't need to fight for good treatment anymore. But they aren't letting up. In fact, they recently formed a support group for other soldiers with TBI.
Brain injuries are real injuries. If this is not what they're saying is mental, it is a real injury. If I had to fight to get care, it seems that there's a problem in the system because starting from the leadership, they don't believe in the injury. And so I lost what I was saying.